Ready? If not, if I cut the shaft tools from here, it'll give me a lot of different combination. Like that first time we do this, it's like nightmare at that moment. Okay, so let me close this, go back to my first story. I'll do it somewhere maybe here. First story, I deleted my slab. Okay, so I want to have one slab here. So structural floor slab. I think we are still using generic, right? Did we create a new one? No, okay. So select this. Should be somewhere here. Rectangle. I'll say maybe this. Let me try this method. Since the Singapore BIM recommendation says no, you do this way. Let me give it a try. Hopefully it's doable. If not, no meaning, right? Okay, so if I focus on this, good. Then I try to crop my view. Okay, so from here, I will select this part and set this view. It should give me a new 3D view. I'll rename this as lift shaft. Lift shaft 3D view. Okay, like that. So at least it occupies multiple floor. Okay. Go to a plan to adjust the view. Oh. Easier this way, huh? Okay. So wall, I believe, should still be the same. So how? Wall, right? One view here. Take a look of the analytical view. If not, you see overlapping. Okay, so what is my hold on component here? This wall, select, right click, create similar. So I'm going to draw from this side. So this wall all the way here. Okay. Because this view, we didn't apply the view filter. So it stays, it stick to that specific view. Important thing, our main 3D has it. That's more important. See that? When you create, it's already there. So no need to keep attach all this color filter for everyone. Focus on the main one will do. Huh? If not too many what you call that, the filter list to configure, you might feel very annoying. Yeah, because efforts. Okay, so yep, let's continue. So I have this. Okay, what is the distance that we need for that beam? What's the space here? Okay, let me do a measurement. 2000. Okay, this one 4000. All right. Where's the beam below that we need? Tab key. Can't select my beam. Okay, 250 by 600. How about this beam here? This structure wall. Okay, let's try. Should be same size. So 4000. Okay, 2 meter by 4 meter. So that means we need to have a wall here. Create similar. Here 2000. Continue to draw here. Updating slow. Generating very slow. I don't know why. Okay. Now, we need 4 meter. So dimension, not sure. 5002. That means I gotta move this in. 1002. Okay, like this. Because this is connected joint, so I don't want this. So right click, disallow join. So I'm going to drag this to here. Yep. Okay, hopefully the model is still done up nicely. I should see all my line work nicely. So I need to create 2 more beam. None of the thing created because of the level. Meaning you select your wall when you draw the time. All right. Structure wall. You need to specify height or depth. That's why the visibility. I said before one. Structure everything when you draw is down because by depth. Now I'm at first story. I set it to height. So that means I prefer the architectural method of construction. Okay. Yeah. You can't because default you draw first story, you go to foundation because this option bar here set or define as depth. So you need to go to your 3D view to move it up. Change the level if it's disappear. That's it. Not difficult, don't worry. You just got to get used to it. No problem. Okay, so let me create my beam. Now beam is exactly at first story, so when you draw that, then it's perfect. Yep. Okay. Because here I need a beam for this, and so does the top. So later you can copy all the way up. Yep. So first story, my beam should be here. Selecting 250 by 600. Okay. Maximize my view. I think easier for you guys to see. If not, Then I just snap from here. Ideally center, but quite difficult to select center normally. Just snap here lah, all the way to here. Okay, center is here. It should join. See, same thing. None of the display. No worries. It's because of the view. All right. But when you draw your beam should be there. Okay. Because I think I specified second story previously. Yeah. Okay. You see, it's there. All right. So if it's there, you want to copy down to first story. Select this beam. Remember, if you select, it's a trick. If you select any 3D component from 3D view, then you want to copy paste to other level, you must go back to your plan. Then copy, paste, align back to first story. If you straight away you do it here, see for my case, it doesn't want to work. It happens. See that overlapping? That's why I hate at times when it doesn't want to work. I got to delete one because there's two there. See that? So this is a bit tricky. Okay, if it doesn't allow me, since it prompt me, then I got to draw on first story and be careful which floor is the placement. So I like to place it at first story. By right, it should be first story. Okay, I don't know why it goes to second story. Okay, so yep, just snap here and here. Center easier. That's how it joins. Okay, see that? Because this wall is there, you must be supported by a beam. Same thing for this. All right. So select this beam, right click, create similar, center. But quite difficult to select center this way. Maybe this way will be good. Then snap here. Okay. Okay. Switch your view to this 3D. So at least you can see it from here. Ah, my pinkish beam. Okay, so the top one also still there. Only this side I haven't drawn yet because I haven't copy. Because this one that they will cut, see? On top is hollow. Alright, so you may want to select this beam, come to your view here, copy, paste to, oops, sorry, paste to second story. Ah, see, it's up. See that? Beam but very sensitive. You select wrong level, sometimes doesn't allow you to. So I don't like. Okay. So let me try on first story. Then I try to cut a leaf shaft. Will this guy affect the rest of my view? Like that day, the last lesson we have a lot of different lines start to coming out. This disrupted the model view. That means you look at the video, I believe you're aware a lot of additional line popping. But because I changed a new method adjustment, at least it's look cleaner. But I can't get rid of this beam. See that? It's still there. Okay. But that's why I create them two separate slab. So later, let's see how we're going to define this or tackle this issue. Okay. So if okay, let's look at this view instead of the leaf shaft and see what happened. Okay, doesn't matter. So now it's recorded. So I give you until this Sunday to get it done. So should not be an issue. Just got to be patient. Yeah. This one doesn't. This view, current view now doesn't have the proper color coding. So I'm changing to this. Yeah. Okay. Ready? I'm going to cut the shaft. Hopefully it won't give me an error. I mean, not say really error lah. I mean that lines that I don't want to see lah. Okay, so shaft is here. You go to your structure and the under opening panel shaft. All right, then rectangles snap straight away exactly match. Okay, finish it. See any extra alien lines appear? It does, huh? See that? It still does. So can't be helped. See that? The overlapping. That's why I cut a true hole. It still happened. Okay. Sometimes the graphic stuff, so I don't know what's happening to it. Okay, it pierced now. See a hole? That's why I oh sorry, I forgotten about this. My bad. As long as there's a beam here. No wonder. Okay, sorry guys. The logic. Let me delete the shaft here. If a leaf shaft this way, actually no need to use a leaf shaft because what I the first video I say what when there's a beam there should be a slab. Get me now? So another word, if I set something like this, so this slab means I'm going to adjust it at the boundary. It should not be constructed in this way. It should be created as a separate slab. So for this particular guy, this beam should be drawn like this. Okay, that means the line should be half of it here. So we can say pick one here. Yes. So it should be like this for this slab. Then as for this slab, there's a beam there, right? You should be doing half of this, but don't do together. They'll prone you there's an error. So you're gonna do one slab at a time. Okay? So this one piece, you finish. Okay, so this is the slab that we're supposed to see, which is here. I believe still see the overlapping. Okay. One more. Maybe I select this, right click, create similar. Half, that means should be here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here a bit tricky. Maybe you gotta cast this way. A lot of fine tuning. Like this. Yeah. Finish it. Okay. So it should be drawn in this manner. One piece. And the second piece is, hold on, tab, control key, like that. This is what I see from the BCA structural engineer. But that is when they do that, is for calculation. All right, calculation. But let's say we are doing only for modeling. Am I going to build that? Let's say for constructions to avoid the overlapping, because you notice that because of the breaking, it doesn't join, instead the overlap. So you notice that for constructions and calculations, they are doing different. For engineer, this is what they're going to construct. But let's say for structure model for construction, I will not build something like this, because to me, overlap. To calculation, that's okay. All right, because you got to span and touch at the connecting center to center of the beam. That's where the force loading lays tied out. All right, so for this case, for modeling, because we are not doing for calculation, so I'm going to do some adjustment here. All right, so for this, I just simply do the easy one. I'm going to delete this away. I don't want to see the overlapping, so I'm going to create something like that. So there's no overlapping, then my material calculation will be correct, the usage. Cannot. Edit boundary. Delete this away. That's what we want. Okay. And we are good. See that? So this method here, you need not to worry about the opening of holes. See that? Straight away. As I say, all this planning, if initially we done okay, we just simply copy all the way up. But again, you see my drawing, I got to modify every single slab, which is nightmare. No choice. Okay, see the slab. You could have modified this view, then the rest here, if it's identical, you modify one, then simply duplicate up. Yeah. Okay, so for this, I just simply edit boundary. What I want to cut for this is one big hole here. That means this 4 I don't need. Okay, what I need is only this. Hopefully is this one is it enough. Okay, and yep, let's take a look. Is it overlap? Yeah, it does. See that? If it's overlap, then no. Make it outside, because I don't see the overlapping. Okay. Important thing here is the way the connecting, it does affect the connecting joint. Look carefully the components. So I'm going to align wall face. Okay, alignment. Let's see what happens. Okay, at least it show my connection column to column is correct and there's no overlapping. All right, then any material, all right, from here, let's say copy to next level, it should be still there and they are not overlapping. That's more important. One, the other step is here, right? Yeah. To, let's try, go to your plan view, copy, paste, align to second story. It should blend nicely. Yeah. Okay, like that. So Edgar, I'm showing you the different method because if for model without affecting other stuff, I don't mind, I'll use a lift shaft. But here it doesn't create so-called save time. Instead, they give me more issue. So I got to use different approach. Okay, as I said, important thing is understand we should not have any duplicates, overlaps, and so on. Because the very first lesson I said before, when you create a model, of course, it's for conceptual model, it's fine. But when I create this model, later to be used by a lot of people, my engineer, my QS, my main con, or whatever. So you need to think how you want to edit or how this model to be used later by other people. Same thing, what? If what happen, let's say I have this skill. Someone asks me, hey Bernard, can I outsource my structure drawing to you? Then I will ask them, this structure you want to create as what? Conceptual? QS need to involve or not? Or for who? For main con. So we got to build accordingly. If you don't ask them this, or you don't know what you want to draw, you anyhow randomly draw one. You pass the file back to them, they'll come back to you. I need to clear this, clear that, clear that. Then you're wasting your effort. You need to know what this model to be used in the later part or later stage. Who to use it? What's the detail level? LOD is important because for main con structure LOD is 300. That means what we are doing now, something like this. Of course, we need to have rebar added. But rebar added is 350 LOD, which is Singapore here, we don't show. I mean, we no need. Only for cut section, we add there. And for calculation, if your main con or people will request, hey, I need to add for every beam. No. You only do one portion. Then you multiply how many beams are there. Use the schedule, then you do calculation. Okay? That one later part, I think your year two or year one or some others, I think they will show it to you how you can program that. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I want you guys to understand. That's why you ask, don't wait until last minute. Then I can show it to you. You don't probe questions. I don't know what you want. I can't tell you guys every single thing within 3 hours because you have normally they will teach you something is basic, but I want you all to understand, see a clearer, better picture. Okay, questions? So you can just edit the whole floor. So I don't need to keep recording. I'll repeat one more time, then I'll stop recording. Then give you times to build whatever all the way up. All right. At least you have one lift shower covers all floor. Then the motor room should be outside on top level. Okay. Then here whether you like to we call that a parapet wall or not. I think that's individual. Normally should have because here normally should have some piping, ducting, whatever. You don't want things to fall off from your rooftop. But because parapet wall is Aki component, so when you draw Aki wall, it will not show. So you guys got to careful. Okay. Aki component, as long as structural component do not carry loading or in engineer term is called bearing load, don't draw inside structure. Be careful. Okay. But as I say again, calculation engineer or main con, that depends. You got to understand. Because if I build the drawing only for building, then my structural drawing or structural template, I can use Archi template as structure. But if involve calculation, you must use the structural analysis template. So bear that in mind. Okay, two different things. Okay, I'll repeat one more. So I go to my level 2. Okay, WT. This one maybe I can close it now. WT level 2. I cut the hole there, but did I cut a slab? I think it's done, right? Yeah. Okay, so I just need to copy my wall later on. So actually I can I select multiple? Let's try. Hopefully allow me to a challenge. Uh cannot. There's no editing. Oh my goodness. Okay, I thought lazy method can. Okay, you gotta do one at a time. So just delete this four and rectangle, this. Okay, finish it. Because the rest we can just copy and paste. We're just gonna do one by one. So at my second story, doesn't matter, but I can still select from my model and edit the plan reflections. All this is still the same. Just simply draw from here lah. Always must explore and curious, so you will see your end result, your skill set, how fast your gain, your learn. That's what I want to see. All right. Because no interactions, I might not know what you guys want or understand what I want. So you must ask. Yes. That's why your attendance, there's a 10% participation. I think 10 or 20% is important. You should say that you interact. Don't wait until send me in the midnight. Okay, sure, I will do until this. I can't do this. I can't do that. Then not so good, you see. I can't reply your mail 1, 2 a.m., right? See or not? Okay, I'm doing this last piece on top, which is at the boundary. I can see from here. Now I just add a hole there. Rectangle. Very close shave for this. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Hopefully it won't prone me a problem. Careful. If show me an error, I gotta redesign this slab here because all this corner is difficult to adjust. Double check. Whew, close shave. Okay. Then this one I'll delete all the way. I'll copy and paste all the way up. Just want to do a quick startup. The rest be easy. All good. Sorry. Why did I stop my sharing? Sorry guys. I should stop recording.